Hey, profit takers, it's Victoria here. I'm back again with another video. All right, so we are back testing Friday. We're looking at how to master this 3-day trade strategy or setup, if you will. Now, we're not deviating from my normal, strategy, okay? I am still counting the days after the peak, and I'm counting 3 days from the day that I'm actually trading. So let's get into it. We're looking at S&P, guys. So as we can see here, let me make this a little bit smaller. I mean, you can see everything here. I don't really need to do that. You can see here we had a new peak on Monday. Okay. And then Tuesday was 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So 4 is a pivotal moment in trading. Okay. So we have our normal market maker cycle, which looks like this. Okay, so typically this is a multi-session M, right? Typically this is day 3 where it's completing the previous cycle. Okay, and then here at day 4 where it's confirming the new cycle. So it could look like a multi-session M, it can look like a head and shoulders. All right, so as we can see here, we had a head and shoulders type pattern. All right, which is pretty interesting because we also close out the week with a head and shoulders pattern, an inverted one. And you'll find surprisingly that when you see this happening, it's going to be the same thing at the end. If it's an M, regular multi-session M, you're going to see a multi-session W closing it out. If it's a 3 hits to the high, you're going to see 3 hits to the high through the low closing it out. And it happened in US CAD as well. So we'll if I have a few moments, I'll show that to you. All right, so not only is it the 4th day pivotal moment, this is when we're going to decide where the market is going to tell us whether or not it's going to break out and break out and start the new trend, or it's going to break out, fail, and continue with the pattern, or it's going to break out and then just do nothing, trade in a range, because that happens too. Okay. So those are the things you want to look for day 4 after the peak high or the low, okay, especially on a great trending market. And also you want to consider what's happening on H4. H4, the higher time frame, that's what I like to use, and based on looking at this and my indicators that I use to cheat, this is telling me that we're still bullish. Okay, so chances are this breakout on Friday is going to continue with the new trend on up. Okay, so now like we said, we're looking 3 days back, so our 3rd day will be Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and mark out the areas that I think are very important, and this would be one. Okay, this gigantic pin bar indecision candle, that doji or whatever you want to call it, that I'm going to identify. That could be a potential area for me to take profits. This is also a potential area to take profits, and this is the Asia high. This black line is the Asia high and low, so the Asia low is another good area where price could possibly go. But again, it is Friday. We do have news, so I'm always looking to see what's happening within the first 2 pushes, because that's likely where we're going. So then because of Wednesday was a huge, gigantic drop, you could use this area here too if you want to. See this pin right there? And that could be another area for a target. And if you push it on back, you can just see how nicely it fits right here where we had a little bit of support, we had some resistance, and now we're breaking through that area, that level. Okay, so what else do we see? We see that prices already came down to the low for a major zone support. So we're already looking to go up. And like I said, 2 things could be the same, right? It's also giving us a new peak low, right? So this is a good setup for the following day, which is also going to tell us, we're also looking for a peak one day after the peak low trade, which would be a stop hunt to the low and then push up, right? So now we've gotten our areas marked off. What are we looking for now? We're just looking to get into the market. That's all we're looking for. So I'm still on H1. So I'm going to finish out drawing my little lines here. Okay. Everything else is done. Just drawing out my lines. I'm going to use this peak right there, the little area there. It's a nice little area where we got resistance, and now I'm looking for it to support me. Okay, and then from there, I think that's enough. I'm going to go ahead and look at M30. I like to look at M30 as well. All right, Looking good, looking good. On M30, I have my previous day high and low. I have that showing on there. And so this is a really good area because you can see the daily high low blue tracer line here is there. So that's another good area that you can use to get into the market. Let's drop on down to M15. Honestly, I don't think you need to go any further than that. You could go to M5 if you want to, but I'm just going to take it here. Okay, I think that's enough for right now. So I'm get to the market. Now we're looking to get in. So what I would do also, I'm looking for where the lows are for the day, and I can use those for my potential SNL, right? SNL, it's just SL, your stop loss. So this would be where I would put my stop loss, right? And I got into the market pretty early. I went ahead and got in a little bit early. And then what you could do, which is probably highly recommended, I believe the news did start happening right before New York. You could just wait until then, right? Wait before the market opens, because this would be another good area if you want to even better stop loss, right? So let's say you entered here. Let's say this was your entry, right? And then your stop loss could be right here. Okay. And that's it right there. Enter here. You could enter again at the high, the tracer, previous high, or you can exit. That's also an entry or exit. Okay. You can take profits off the table here. This is your ADR line. You could use this as well. Okay. So now that the market open has finished, right? It's gonna pull back a little bit. Don't fret. Okay. You can see it did pull back a little bit. And once it start getting going once more again, you could have put in another order here, right? And then of course your final TP for the day, because for me, I like to be done, would be right here. Okay, let me go to M30 so we can see that really clearly. So you can see that was my final target. It was so funny because my husband was looking for it to go and push a little bit more. But like I said, I'm happy with the first two pushes of the day. As you can see, it did that really nicely, right? Let's use my pen. We had a nice push up here, and then bull flag, boom, push up. It was doing another bull flag, but it just stopped, right? The market didn't want to go any further. And again, because it's Friday, you just really never know what you're going to get, all right? So real quick before I hop off here, let's go look at the dollar CAD. And I wanted you guys to see here real quickly. Let me clear my screen. That you see how we had 3 hits to the low as the week began, right? And then as the week was, phasing out, we technically had 4, but I'm just going to count this one. We had the 3 hits to the high. Beautiful trade. And this is one of those peak trades that you're like, God, dog, he's just melting away, right? So yeah, you want to get these situations right here. You just get in, boy, and just ride it until you can't. Just like with S&P, once that third push came in, you just, it was over, right? So there it is, guys. And that's all I have for you all for right now. If you'd like to see some more of these type of things go happening, join me in my locals group, guys, as we talk about this stuff. I post 3 trades setups every single day for the Monday through Friday. Okay, I don't trade on the weekends. I don't trade crypto or anything like that. But even if you do trade crypto indices, this thing works for all instruments. Okay, they work for everything. So again, if you're looking to get some more of this, join me in the Pips on Fire locals. It is $20 monthly. You can cancel at any time, right? It's a little small investment for you. Okay, ain't nobody getting rich off of $20. Okay, this is for you. And I usually just do these videos for me, right? If nobody watches it, it's fine. I watched it, right? That's what matters. I watched it. I did my chart time. I'm the one who gets who wins, because I'm doing the work. So hopefully you do the work too. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.